I'd like to offer a big shout out to Touchdown Digital, the sponsor of this week's video.
Well, hello and welcome back to another vlog. Just quickly, today I want to speak to you about three important things which I think is very important for your photography, especially landscape photography, as landscape photography is not easy. It can be quite challenging. It's a test of not only equipment, but it's a test of mankind. And over the years, I've learnt very quickly, well, earlier on I learned very quickly that these three attributes are a must if you want to succeed in landscape photography. Also, I believe it's a must in life in general to have these three attributes. Now, I call these the 3Ps in our photography. So, what are the 3Ps I'm hearing you're asking? Well, exactly what the 3Ps are persistence, patience, and perseverance. Those three attributes alone will help greatly with not only your personal life, but also with your landscape photography. Now, how does it all fit into our landscape photography? How do these 3Ps fit into our landscape photography? Well, basically, let's start with persistence. Now, persistence is, well, you have to keep trying. You have to, when you get knocked down on the canvas, you've got to get back up. Meaning if the weather hasn't been correct, or the weather wasn't right, the light wasn't right, you left one of your lenses at home, you run out of spare batteries or your batteries went flat, you didn't take charged ones with you, your SD card collapses. Don't give in. Don't ever give in. You have to be persistent. Keep trying. Keep going out there. Keep facing the elements and just putting up with intolerable conditions, to be quite honest. You have to be good at this, to be good at landscape photography, you need to be very, very persistent with what you're doing and have a frame of mind where I will try and succeed in this shot, try and succeed in this environment or this landscape that I'm trying to photograph. So persistence is very, very important. You have to keep trying and you never ever give up on your landscape photography because it just got too hard. The next one is about the same as persistence, but it's perseverance. Now, perseverance is quite a unique subject in itself because it covers many aspects of life. And with our photography, you just have to persevere with things that are thrown up at you. If you have a week of bad weather, just persevere with it. Some of the best shots that I've ever taken have been in atrocious conditions, absolutely atrocious conditions where I haven't seen any other photographers out there. But I'm the one that walks away from that scene with some really memorable images. So you have to persevere with what's in front of you. You have to persevere with the equipment that you own because landscape photography is not only just about having the best camera or the best lens. There's a lot more involved in landscape photography than equipment. I can rest assure you of that. And persistence is something that you must have. You must have persistence in your persona, within your mind. And when you go out there and things aren't working, go back the next day or go back whenever you can. Perseverance is so important in this. Otherwise, if you don't have that, especially if you don't have perseverance out of these three, well then I think you'll struggle until you finally grasp that knowledge of perseverance. So persevere with what you've got, persevere with the conditions, and eventually you will win it. Now the third one is patience. These are all very similar in the mix, but patience is probably one of the hardest things to have as a human being, quite frankly. As I get older, I'm having less patience for lots of things, and that's just what happens to us when we get older. But with my landscape photography, patience is important because just recently, just the other day, I was out photographing some sunset locations here in the mountains, and the light wasn't too bad, but I just had to be patient. I just had to wait. I just had to wait for the light to be right. And that's one good thing about landscape photography. If there's only one thing that you learn as a human being when it comes to landscape photography, and that is patience, well then landscape photography has taught you something. But to have patience with your landscape photography is ultimately important, very, very important indeed. Sometimes the conditions aren't right when you get there, but later on they could be. So don't just arrive at your location and think, well, this is no good, I'm going to go home. Just be a bit patient. Just let Mother Nature bring to you what you're after. So patience is very, very important. So they're the 3 P's in photography. Persistence, patience and perseverance. They're the 3 P's. I'd like to know your thoughts on this, because I believe it's very, very important to have those 3 attributes if you want to become a really landscape photographer. Put yourself out there, put up with it, be patient and persevere with it. And I can guarantee you, I'll give you a gold-plated guarantee, if you keep doing that and keep going back, keep getting up off the canvas after Mother Nature has knocked your base over apex because the conditions weren't right, and you've got back up and you've gone back out there, well, they're the 3 P's that you're showing. So it's the 3 P's of photography, landscape photography: persistence, patience and perseverance. So let me know what you think in your comments down below this video. If you're new here, I want to welcome you to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. For people that have already subscribed, thank you very much. It means a lot to me. So as I always say, be nice to yourself, family and friends, but most of all, you keep shooting, keep smiling. Bye for now.